I look for ways to engage in the community, and our church, Word of Grace Church, I'm the pastor of the church, and so we try to look for opportunities to connect and bless people, help people out. I help out with a Wednesday afternoon food drive, and especially during the intensity of COVID, doing it every week, and just a super group of people to work with. They're really down to earth, easy to get to know. I think it plays a really key role in the African American community, but also others as well. I think it's interesting, as people have shared with me, kind of the history of it's been a homeless shelter, it's done education programming, it's met a number of needs over the years. For me, a lot of this is about trying to honor Jesus Christ as my Lord, and He's done so much for me, and I can't do as much in return, but I want to do what I can. Honestly, I felt like I've been a lot more blessed than I'm blessing others.
When I was younger, I went to the church down the street from Crispus Attucks, Faith Tabernacle Church of God in Christ, and by going there and just passing Crispus Attucks, I grew to kind of learn about it and know a little bit more about it. So when I was in high school and the beginning of college, I actually ended up volunteering down there a few times, help with the food bank. So that's what I would do every Wednesday during the summertime. I would come whenever I was available to do so. I just love volunteering. I love to help people, and I love to try to make a difference in the community. Built some relationships with the fabulous people that work there and that volunteer there as well. And I love how you get to interact with the community as they come through. I'm very, very thankful, and just to be part of that is fantastic.
Yeah, we're there. We try to be there every week. So we typically do like 6 hours every week. Yeah, with just that area, or just Crispus Attucks. And
I think the most beneficial was definitely like helping gather the food together and like put them in boxes and everything like that.
There's been times where we moved a stage. It was really heavy, but we got it done. We moved a bunch of Christmas stuff, set up lights for Christmas, set up this huge tree, and it's been awesome. It's just serving others is awesome.
The sense of community. I think without a doubt, like just being able to see like everyone working together for a common goal, which is to just simply help people regardless on religion, color, or anything, just completely dependent on love.
They're one with the people, and I could see that the people look up to them, and you know, I could see that's pretty awesome, and they're doing God's work, honestly.
Being able to share that charity with those who are less fortunate is honestly amazing, and honestly just seeing someone smile after you help them out, it may seem small and insignificant in the moment, but it all adds up. We had no expectation of reward. Like, we were just doing what we thought was right.
I came from a very large family, 9 boys, 1 girl. My father, watching him survive, he worked basically 2 jobs. Both my father and mother always felt that the community was important, that you had an obligation to help those who are around you. You had an obligation to improve yourself. Well, as a young person, of course, Crispus Attucks was one of the major forms of recreation and education for members of the African American community. For me personally, I think the greatest thing was overcoming, to some degree, the limited opportunities in employment, the housing discrimination, and the sort of unwritten rules that you don't pass certain lines, or you don't go to certain organizations or certain clubs. I was the first African American elected to city council, and I always felt that that gave me an opportunity to try to improve the lives of other people. And I was fortunate enough to be the first African American elected to county commissioner. Christmas Addicts has for a long time, again, been a symbol of what is good in our society. Mr. Del High has made tremendous contributions to this, to our community, and the High Foundation is certainly well recognized. So I'm definitely honored and pleased to receive this recognition from a group like that. To me, it's a tremendous honor. Again, talking about what Christmas Addicts means to the community, and for them to recognize my efforts in the community is just sort of overwhelming.
I've always been an individual to walk a different path. I grew up in a household of young boys. I'm the only daughter in a household of men, so I've always had to find my own space. But I was blessed with parents who always allowed me to grow and develop who I was as a person and who I was as a woman. My father was superintendent of our Sunday school, but he would take me along as we went into underserved communities, and he would say, learn the language, learn about the community that you are not familiar with. And as a result, I became enriched by that. And as I became an adult, I learned to become an early childhood specialist and reached out to the disenfranchised communities of the world. This little kid from 539 South Christian Street worked with families in Africa, in Russia, in Ireland, in New England, in Appalachia, all stemming from that outreach to someone different than oneself. And I am most honored to be recognized for this. This is a prime example of what's needed worldwide to bring the essence of what humanity is all about, reaching out to others, especially those less fortunate. What a blessing this has been for me and my family. Thank you.